right, we are going live now. Here we go. Let's start the training.
Recording in progress.
All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday to everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week. People that came into our big Indigo webinar yesterday, hope you had fun, learned a lot in there. It was our big platform update we did. So if you got a chance to go in there, that's cool. If not, it's on our YouTube support channel. You can check it out. So I'll drop that link in the chat right now. And it's our Indigo 10.0 update webinar we did. I just dropped it in the chat. So that's our YouTube support channel. So that's where all our trainings are. That's where these go to live. When we're done doing them, the recordings. So if you want to check out the Indigo webinar that we did yesterday with all the different updates we've done, you can check that out. I just put that link in there. If anyone in here is new to Dubb, please put a 1 in the chat if you're new to the platform. If you're returning, please put a 2. I know most of the returners in here, but some of the names are familiar, obviously. But if you are new, please put a 1 and please put your industry as well if you are new. If not, welcome back to all the returners. The Indigo webinar we did yesterday, if you get a chance, definitely check it out. It's got some updates in there in terms of some workflow things that we've done. So when you have a chance, just kind of go through it. All right. I see Sean, you put a 1 in there. You're new. Looks like you're in real estate franchising. Sean, we come over to you to say hello really quick. If you want to say hi, Sean, you can unmute yourself and say hello if you'd like to.
Sure. Yeah. I'm glad to be here today. And I'm in real estate franchising, as I said before. And so I think this may be a way to penetrate through the veil. Email doesn't work, phone call, nobody answers, text out of the blue doesn't get the traction. So I'm thinking, based on some of the research I've done, that video text can make the difference, and that's how I found you guys. So
that's great. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, it's who are your folks that you normally reach out to for the franchising? Like we're typically what's kind of the pitch to those folks?
Yeah, we're primarily focused on independent real estate companies, and our target would be the owner broker that is in a position where they're, it's in other words, we could go on about this whole thing, but let's just say that, basically people are in a protective cocoon these days, and it's just a different mindset with a lot of the companies that we call on. And so, we've really got to establish a relationship first. I'm calling it no recruiting, if you will,
right?
And really kind of, build it up to help them have a safe space to come out of their cocoon a little bit and really discuss maybe what some of those latent goals that they have that they're not on a trajectory to reach. So I've been with Weichert now for 24 years. And so this kind of been a labor of love for me, and the market just keeps shifting. So, really looking for strategies to be able to build those relationships, have the conversations, because when we can do that and identify those folks, we have a great product for them.
Well, I think, the one kind of constant through line that we've seen over the years, no matter the industry, is when you send videos like this, I mean, it's just it's still so different, which is so bizarre to say in 2026 that, because we're all used to seeing videos on social media. I mean, videos are everywhere. I mean, we're just used to kind of consuming them, on a daily basis. But within the sales cycle, as far as personal, authentic videos to people, it still is probably less than 5% of the whole sales world does that. If they share a video, they probably drop a YouTube video link in there or something like that, or some kind of link to a library. Very rare that you have that connective kind of hello, or that value-based, hook-based kind of video that's kind of modeled after social media a little bit in terms of wanting to get their attention. So that still is pretty new to the space. We talk about it all the time, where when you send a video by email, it is very rare in that subject line to see the word video. It's just rare. So I think a lot of the times when people are looking to consume content, if they had a choice between reading through something and watching a video, they're probably going to watch the video. So I feel that that's kind of been on the side of a lot of folks that, use Dubb and, take advantage of the landing pages and all that good stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Sean, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. And that link I put in the chat of YouTube support, That's where all of these trainings go after. So it'll be in the live section right now on because we're on live on the platforms, but after it'll live on the, the area there. And typically what people do is they'll go back to the certain points of the training they want to see on those certain use cases, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. But as I go through the recordings and the different ways we do this, it's really important to remember what the use case is and then just apply the right tech. So I'm going to go over that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Sean. Thanks for coming in.
Same here.
And welcome back to everybody, all the returners and everything. Let's see, Julian. Let me come over to you. I saw you had your hand up there. And let me see, Julian. Give me 1 second. Hi, Julian. Can you hear me okay? Julian, you there? Looks like you're off mute, but for some reason I can't hear you, unfortunately. Looks like I see your hand up. If you want to type your question there, Julian, you can if you'd like to, or if you want to say hello in the chat. Can you hear me? Yeah, unfortunately I can't hear you. Unfortunately, I would like to, but I can't. I can only see that your hand is up, but you're off mute. Okay, so I'm not sure if you want to maybe rejoin, Julian, if you want to give it a shot. Let me see. Oh, you have zero sound. That's not good. Everybody else, can you give me a thumbs up? Other people, if you can hear me. I know Sean, you could hear me because we were just chatting, but everybody else, you can hear me, right? I think most other people, I believe. Otherwise, you probably let me know. Yeah, Julian, maybe if you can, maybe try to rejoin, leave and come back. If you can't hear me, hand signals, leave, come back, and see if that works. All right. In the meantime, let's get moving here, and I'm going to share my screen here, and let's move into what makes this all work from a recording perspective. Okay, let me share my screen, and here we go. Okay, this was the YouTube page I was talking about. This first one right here is the Indigo one. This very first one where it looks like Darius is yelling. It's this one right here. He's being very passionate about what he's saying because Darius is a passionate guy. Okay, so let's jump over here. Let me show you this example here. So when we record these Dubb videos, it's very important to figure out, first of all, what your hook is. Because you'll notice right here, I said, what's your hook in this recording example right here? There are different styles to recording, but what you're looking at right now is a 3-second animated preview when you hit record with Dubb. So if I was going to record, whatever way I record on Dubb, that first 3 seconds, whatever I'm doing will be the repeating motion that someone sees as a preview. You can change that with editing inside of the platform, but just know when you hit record, that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm saying what's your hook guide here because before you can record anything, you got to figure out why you're reaching out to that one person, to that group, and what's that valuable hook that you're going to get to them to have them want to click on the video. So the thing you want to figure out is either through a ChatGPT, Grok, a Gemini, or even within the Dubb dashboard here, our little AI guide called Auto here at the top. You want to ask the AI, say, look, here's my ideal client profile. Here's my ICP. Here is why I'm reaching out to this person in the group. Here is what I would like them to do as far as an action when they're done watching. Please provide me with 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks that I can use that's going to make someone want to click on this video and take the action I want them to take. So the AI will give you a list of those 20 to 30, 3 to 5 word hooks that you wanted. The reason we say 3 to 5 words is because in this example here with the whiteboard, it's 30 something characters. So 3 to 5 words works pretty good. And also for a subject line, when you send these out, so the hook fits up there, it's not cut off. That's the hook that you want. So when the AI provides you with this list of hooks, then you want to give it the human pass, go through it, see the ones you like, see the ones you want to change, make the adjustments. And then when you have the one that you like, then you're going to present it with recording a video. This kind of video right here was recorded with the Dubb webcam right inside the platform. And I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone. Just do Dubb app. And when you have it, there's a whiteboard feature right there that I'm going to show in a bit that you can type that message. And that's where you're going to have the hook for this example. Now, this is probably the most straightforward example you can get. You're right at your webcam, message is right there. Just remember that it's animated. So when you hit record, just do a little bit of a point, little lean, little movement, just kind of brings it to life a little bit. Now, also from this webcam, you can do this style as well. You can put a virtual background behind you. So if you didn't want to use the whiteboard and you'd rather take a screenshot behind you to give that context and that hook, you absolutely can do that too. You can do someone's profile. You can do an article you want to share, a company website, a screenshot of an action that someone took. If you're in real estate, you can put a property behind you like this, and you also can hold up the whiteboard. So notice I have the property behind me, but I also have the property address. So if someone was interested in that property, I could have a fun fact about the property. I could say, hey, give me a call. Whatever I want to put in that hook. And then again, I have the context behind me. You can do the same thing with the profile that I just did before. You can do a combination. Profile, website, article behind, hook in front with the whiteboard. So you can do one or the other or both. And these are both visually engaging in terms of getting someone to want to click on the video. Now, we also have screen recordings that we do. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. The Dubb Chrome extension is a browser-based screen recorder where any website, if you want to be on top of it in a circle, rectangle, square, you want to use the annotations like you see right here, the little arrows pointing towards the bubble, and you want to explain something to someone visually within the browser on a website, this is a very nice way to do it. Market update that you can see right here. I could reach out to someone on LinkedIn, which I'll show in a little bit, but any website you want to be on top of. I added the additional message with the whiteboard here. I could have just been inside the circle smiling and pointing, which is fine, but why not add again that additional hook? Because yeah, it's a market update, but what's my take on the market update? What's kind of the headline? And the headline is there's been a big change. So whatever your industry is, think about that hook and having it there as well. Now, you also have another screen recorder that you can use called the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is different than the Chrome that you just saw because the desktop app is like a little drone that flies over the top of your computer and can land on anything to record. It can go on top of a website, it can go on top of a video, on top of a Canvas slide, a document, wherever you want it. So Chrome, before that we just talked about, is only browser-based. The desktop can fly on top of everything. And it also can crop. See how I'm really cropped in on this site here? I'm pushed into a certain thing that I want to show. Desktop app has some cool functionality. So when I compare the Chrome and the desktop in a little bit, you'll see the differences. Now, we also have a mobile app, obviously, we talked about. So the mobile app, you can do a virtual, you can do some text on the screen like you see right here. You also can just type your hook that we talked about with the webcam. Just type it, different font, different size, color, wherever you want it, place it wherever you'd like. You also can use picture-in-picture, which is a really cool thing that you can use where the mobile app uses both cameras on the phone. And property walkthroughs in real estate are great for this because you can show what's in front of you and you can obviously narrate through and you're kind of acting excited when you're talking about some stuff. Now, if you're not in real estate, you can take your phone, pull up on your computer or website that you want to share, someone's profile, article, all the stuff we talked about, pull it up on your computer, physically take your phone, film yourself and go like this and lean in and talk about it. It gives the same kind of effect. And if you're at a live event or anything and you want to get the crowd and then do it as a social post or send it out to your contacts, you can do that. If you're sitting with a client and you could do, if you want to do a quick little video testimonial, you could hold up the phone, have them sit across from you, and then you're on the screen right there and they're there and you're just asking them questions. It's kind of a cool little visual you could do. You could do it as a social post. Now, the bottom line is when someone gets these videos, though, whatever style you decide to do, and they click on them, it's really about the experience that they're going to get right here. So when they click on the video, they're going to land on what we call a preset, which is a customized landing page. So it's going to have your logo, top left, the initial video you created right in the middle, and then playlist videos are going to be right here. They're going to play right after this video is concluded. So the power of the playlist is more information for the person getting, the video. I can learn more, but you also can record a video one time, minute and a half. I wouldn't go longer than that. And it's basically your pitch video, why someone should work with you, why someone should buy your products or services and what you do. You record it once and it will always play after the initial video that you've created. The cool thing about having that video that you record once about you and your pitch video is that these initial videos, like we talked about, are all about that hook and that value. So secondarily, it's about you and what you offer, because that will play right after. It's more about providing that information on that challenge or that thing that you found out that you want to use as a hook. These initial videos, I would keep them like 30, 40 seconds, get in, get out, let them know that they're going to take an action below. That's what you'd like them to do. And you could even hint that, hey, check out this next video. It's going to be about our background and why you should work with us. And then if you have video testimonials, if you have them, this is a good spot to have them in the playlist right at the end. So it kind of circles everything together. If you don't have video testimonials, I'll show you a way to get them in a second. And then below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the video content? Most people want them to book a time in their calendar. That's probably the most popular button in sales. But if you want them to visit your website, download a document, a guide, a listing agreement, a contract, if you want them to leave you a review, if you want them to check out a case study, if you want them to email you back, if you want them to fill out a form or have a link to an external form, there's a lot of options. So if you have multiple buttons, I would just go in order of importance from left to right. So there's some kind of order to them. Now, there is a button here called reply with video. This is really good for getting video testimonials. A lot of Dubb users over the years, if they want to get those testimonials, this is pretty convenient for them and for the end person as well. So what you can do is record a video, have that button below it, and it would be like, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using the Dubb platform. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. It is not complicated. You don't have to download anything. Just click the reply with video button below and let me know, what do you think about the platform? And obviously, to ask the questions within your industry. They send you that video back. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you got a video reply. And then you just make it part of your playlist. And this kind of makes this nice little show right here left that's really, really worked well. Now, if you want to have an AI assistant over here to the right, you can. It's not a necessity. It's a button inside of Dubb. You can turn off if you don't want it. But if you do, it's worked really well for the folks that have used it so far. And this is called SIA. This is your Sales Interactive Assistant. So when someone does get on this landing page and they're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this next step yet over here. Well, maybe they have real-time questions that they can ask. You can have your FAQs over here. So when someone asks a question, they're able to get the answer, but then the AI is going to keep pushing for the sale to move forward. So at the end, it's going to say, hey, oh, great, here's the answer. Are you ready to book a time? Or whatever action you wanted the person to take next. Now, the AI here is educated inside of the Dubb platform with a PDF you can upload. You also can insert individual website pages where the AI will learn physically what's in text on those pages. You can do one or the other, or you can do both. And then the AI will be, educated on what you want them to know about. So it can help you move everything along. Now, these preset landing pages in general, if you have different splits in your audience, which pretty much everybody does, you want to have a separate preset landing page for different parts of your audience. If I was in insurance and I had different kinds of insurance, obviously for different kinds of clients, excuse me, I'd want to have those different splits. If I did recruiting and I worked with employers and candidates, that's a split. If I real estate buyers and sellers, that's a split. Coaching and consulting, different industries. So any industry you can think of, if there's a differentiation in terms of message, then I would have different preset landing pages for those different folks. One of the biggest things we do is when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, if you upgrade from a free trial to a paid plan, we have the team meet you in Zoom and they do an optimization account setup. So they help you set up the buttons, the pages, all that good stuff. So you're ready to go. All of this is tracked too. So when you send someone a Dubb video, did they open the email? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? So you know what they consumed. Really provides a really smart way to follow up. Now, if we're going to record these things as examples, how would we do them? So this webcam example right here, this is how you would do it. So inside the Dubb dashboard, there's a red camera icon. It sits at the top of the dashboard. This is where you can upload or record a video. Click the red camera icon, and then it's going to open up the webcam right here. Now, if you want the virtual background behind you that you saw, all you have to do is go below, select virtual background, go down here, select your photos, and this is where you can upload any screenshots that you would like that we talked about, whether it's properties, articles, profiles, websites, whatever it is. Creates a little library for you here that you can choose from. Select the one that you want, and it's going to put the background behind you just like this. Now, you just want to make sure that you have a good front light, either a ring light, natural light, combination of both. If you use your hands and you're talking, I would keep them within your shoulder range here. Don't go out into here. You're going to lose them out there in the soup. I would keep them right here. And if you want to include the whiteboard, you absolutely can do the combination of both or one or the other. So this is how you would get the whiteboard that you saw. So you want to go into whether you have an Android or iPhone, look up Dubb app, D-U-B-B-A-P-P. And when you get the mobile app, here is the home area, and it is the little square button right at the top, right there. So when you select that, that is where you type. And that's all I did before. So this is where you would just type your hook, type it, turn it, just like this. And then you can have this by itself, or you can go down here, click virtual background, and you can do both. So whatever you want to do, one or the other or both. Now, every recording option with Dubb has a teleprompter option. Teleprompters are pretty great because you can have the words right in front of you, have it written beforehand, the exact wording that you want. You don't have to think about the words, they're right there. So if we want to use a teleprompter, we're going to click up here. But before we click up here, we need to have a script saved into Dubb so we can use it as a teleprompter. So you can access a script and put a script in two ways. One, if you're inside the Dubb dashboard, just in general, if you're in here, you can go right over to the left under assets. You can select scripts, and then there's a blue plus button right here. Select it, and then just add your script, and then just click save and close. Once you have a script here, it's going to be right up here at the top when you click. So if I click up here, notice how the first thing says create new script. If I click that, that'll take me right back to where I just was. I can create a script and save it. I also can scroll and find a script that we have, or I can search for a script by title, and it will come up like this. This is the teleprompter here. This is going to be the speed. You can adjust it up or down. You can test it with the play button here to see if you like it. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in. You can actually edit this in real time. If you click the pencil icon here, make any changes that you want and hit save. Because sometimes when you write these things, but then you read it out loud, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I kind of want to change that. From a physical perspective, I would be about arm's distance away, let the words flow up into the eye line. If you are searching for the words, if your eyes are where they're supposed to be, but they're looking down, waiting for the words to come up, I would increase the speed, obviously, so it matches your natural rhythm. Once you practice this, they're pretty cool to use. I would always just give the scripts a one-time read-through. That way your words don't surprise you and you have the proper inflection. All right, so if I'm going to do this, here we go. So here's the hook. I'm going to hit record, button right in the middle, and watch this. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, right here. Pause button. Stop it. Click it again. Keep going. If I want to delete the video, just click the red X. It'll always ask you, are you sure you want to cancel the recording? And if you'd like to save this video into the Dubb platform, it's the check mark. And if you want to close the teleprompter, it's just the button right here. So again, this is the most straightforward way you can record. Right here with the message, or have the virtual background, or do a combination of both. And if you don't do either one of those, definitely have an interesting pointer, smile, or something going on before you when you hit record. So it's interesting animated preview. All right, so I'm going to click the check mark here. It's going to save it into the platform. And when the video gets saved into Dubb, it's always going to end up on the video edit page right inside the platform. Now I'm going to choose a different video just because that one's still transcoding. We'll grab this one right here. So when you're inside here, this is what you can do. You can change the title up here at the top. This is just an internal title, whatever you want. You also can download the MP4 version of any video in your video library that you saved if you need that. It's pretty cool for the social media platforms. They like the raw videos, so you could record something, download it, and then upload it. Over here to the right, you can preview what this video looks like on a preset landing page. So if I select the button all the way to the right, it just opens up a new tab and it just gives you a preview. Yeah, there's my video, there's my playlist, there's my buttons, my AI, great. If I want to change that, right over here, there's a drop down. So when I select this here, notice this says Rob's preset. That's my default preset landing page. So whenever I record a video, that's always the page that's going to be attached to it. Those buttons, those videos, all of that. But if I have other preset video pages created, I can choose another one and it will change everything about the background. You also can upload this directly to YouTube if you want to. And you have choices down here for information. This one right here is analytics. So we have a coach here called Kyra. It's our AI video coach. So if you want immediate feedback from a video you recorded, just click generate. It'll give you feedback on delivery analysis, content, and visuals. Over here to the right, you have activity. Like I mentioned before, you can really drill down on the information that you want in terms of clicks, watch times, all that. You also have a details tab right here. So this is going to remind you of, hey, remember, these are the buttons below your video. This is the AI sales assistant you have on the page. These are your playlist videos that are going to play after your first video. I can add or delete any of these right here. And if I did send this video out to someone or many people, and I forgot to change these things, I still can make these adjustments, even though I already sent it, and it will retroactively refresh on the other side. You also have an editing tab. So anytime you want to edit a video in Dubb, you can. You can just hit the play button. You can drag your timeline like this. So let's say I want to cut something out. So I'll go to this point right here. I'm going to click the scissor icon right here, split the clip. I can drag it to my second cut point. Scissor icon, splits it again. Notice I have 3 pieces down here to the bottom left now. Whatever is highlighted in orange, that's the one I'm going to get rid of. Click the trash can, and it's gone. And if I want to bring them back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back where you started. You also have a design tab. This is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds repeats. But you can change that right here. So I can drag this to a different part of the video that I like better visually, and I can click generate thumbnail, and that will be the 3-second preview. I also can upload my own thumbnail as well if I want to do that. Now we recorded a video, we have it on our preset landing page, and now we just want to do a simple send. So you're going to open up a compose in your email like this. Best practice is going to be to always have the word video in the subject line, the very first thing that they read. That helps it stand out. Then you want to have your hook that we talked about in the beginning, right there. Little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. And then to drop the video in, you can do it in a couple ways. So one is going to be from directly inside the Dubb platform. When you have your video pulled up, just click the big blue share and send button right here. Put the email of the person you're sending it to get that tracking. And then you can even add a little personalization text at the top if you'd like to. Click copy for email, and it's just a copy and paste, just like this. Now, there is a shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. So you're going to notice in Gmail right here, there's a little button down here at the bottom, a little Dubb button. That is there because you have the Dubb Chrome extension right over here at the top of the browser. This is the screen recorder we're going to look at in a second that I mentioned in the beginning. But when you have it up here at the top, that's when that button shows up. So when I select that button, opens up the recorder we're going to use in a minute. I'm going to turn my camera off, and I'm going to scroll through my video library down to the bottom right. So we're going to find the video that we want. So there it is right there. We click advanced options. We put the email in. We click insert, and then it drops it right in. So 2 ways to do that: shortcut, or you can drop it in from inside the platform. Now, if we're going to look at the screen recording with the Chrome extension, that's this one that I showed in the beginning, this one right here. Any website that you want to be on top of in a bubble, this is what you want to use. In this case, we're going to show LinkedIn. So I'm going to open up the Chrome extension up here at the top. Just Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's a 3-step process to get it pinned up here. And when you click on it, it's going to open up, and it's going to put me on the page just like this. And when you're on the page on a website, you want to think about the size of your webcam, the shape, and the placement. So size-wise, you can drag the edge like this and make it pretty much any custom size you want. I wouldn't go too big. You also can change the shapes here. So I can go rectangle, I can go phone shape, I can go square. I'm going to keep myself in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then I want to think about, where do I put myself? Well, I'm going to put myself right next to him. Also, I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame. I can back up. I can move myself around inside the bubble. I can jump to full screen to make a point. I can go back to the page. I can turn my camera off if I just want to do an audio walkthrough. I can use my headshot if I want to use that instead. And I also can put a virtual background behind me right inside here, like we did before if I want to do that. We have an annotation tool to point things out, which we're going to use in a second. You have the access to a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different than the one you saw before because I can physically move this one around the page. I also can manipulate the sides like this. But when you find your script, what you're going to do is you're going to adjust this, the speed like we talked about before, back it off or zoom it in. And I'm going to put it towards the camera at the top, obviously, so it's closest to my eye line. Now, a thing to remember about the Chrome extension, because it's a browser-based screen recorder, you want to leave a little bit of a gap up here at the top for the teleprompter, because if you try to go full screen in your browser, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically click on it to use it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can just tap it, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. You also have 3 orientations over here to the right to record. Camera, which is like opens up like a webcam. Tab, which is what I'm on right now. So if I hit record, it would just be a nice clean cut of this page. You wouldn't see any of the open tabs I have at the top. And if I go screen, it would get my entire computer screen. I'd only use that if I wanted to take Ruben on a little tab journey here where I say, listen, I'm going to show you this website. I'm going to bounce around to the different tabs, and it's going to follow me around. In this example, I'm just going to use tab. I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about. So I'm going to hit record over here to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share. Here's my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? Listen, I wanted to send you this quick video here because I noticed that not only you're in tech, but you wrote a book called Click Record, which I can't wait to read. So, animated preview, did my thing. And then after that, I jumped to full screen. Now, when you make these screen recordings in general, jumping to full screen is a really nice way to break the visual and hammer home your point when you're talking to the person. So, highly recommend it if you want to do it. So, what you can do is just hover over with your mouse over your webcam and double click it, jump to the full screen, double click the screen to go back, or you can hover over the webcam and click the square here, click it here to go back, or you can select on the remote control at the bottom, expand webcam here, click there to go back. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing, whatever your natural style is. If you want to hit the pause button, hit the pause button down the bottom, take a break, and then click resume to keep going. If you want to use the annotations over here to the left, you can use these for all kinds of stuff. Text on screen, arrows, you can draw, you can do circles, you can do underlining. And then all of the annotations that you're using will stay in the spot they're supposed to stay if I want to scroll. They're not going to follow me around the page, which is really nice. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, if you want to be on top of any website showing something, pointing things out, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark here. And again, when you hit that check mark, it's saving the video inside the Dubb platform to the video edit page that we were at before. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben, how would I share it with him? Well, first of all, I want to be a connection with him, a first connection. So I'm going to send him a connection request, and most people connect. And when he's connected, I'm going to click message. And then in here at the bottom, there is, should show up in a second. Let me refresh the page here. There is a little Dubb button we have inside the message area, which hopefully it will show up. Let's see, here we go. It's acting kind of buggy today. Let's see. Yeah, normally it's right here at the bottom. I don't know what's going on with LinkedIn this morning, but normally the Dubb button is right there at the bottom that you saw in Gmail. So you can click that button, add the video in like we did in Gmail, and that animated preview that you see right there, that's what the person's going to see. So it stands out way more than the text messaging. Now, the other screen recorder we're going to look at in comparison to the Chrome that we just saw is the Dubb desktop app. So just Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And a Mac, it'll be up here at the top, this little D symbol that you see right here. And on a PC, it'll be at the bottom. You can choose the different options right here, or you can select View Quick Menu, which will pop it up just like this. And I'm going to click Record Screen so we can see the similarities and differences now. So in terms of similarities, Webcam does all the same stuff that the Chrome just did. You have all the same functionality. Same thing with the annotation tool. Does all the same annotations. The only difference is these annotations are not going to stay sticky. They will follow you around. So you got to use them, delete them, and then move on. The teleprompter you have here physically can be moved around like the Chrome. Different when you find a script though. So this one right here, notice here to the left, it says auto track. Auto track is voice recognition. So if I was going to hit record, it would go at my own pace as I'm reading that script. If you want the scroll speed that you saw before and you don't want to use voice recognition, tap the button closed, and now you can scroll like this. So your choice, either auto scroll or auto track. Now the recording itself, if I decided to record here, there is a red slash through this square. What that means is if I hit the record button, it's going to get my entire computer screen. If I click the red slash and get rid of it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of what I'm recording with the border. The first one is custom. So I can move this on top of anything that I want to. And I can crop around anything I want to crop around. So it gives you a really good chance to be very specific in terms of what you're showing. You also can click the drop down here and select landscape, which will be the YouTube orientation. Or you can even select portrait. So if you want to do a social media video right from your desktop, you can do it with this proper orientation right here. In terms of the recording, here's going to be a big difference with the recording. I'm going to select record here. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here I am recording the video. I can pause and resume this video like we did before. The big difference is the check mark. So when I hit the check mark before, it saved it into Dubb. Not the case with the desktop app. When I select the check mark here, It opens up a preview window, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. So the desktop app is a clip recorder, where the Chrome extension was just one video you pause and resume. The cool thing about clip recording is you can drag and drop MP4 video files and make them part of the story. So if I have them on my computer or I download some Dubb video MP4s, I can just add them in here and I can really build something out. Because what we're going to do is we're going to record some clips, merge them into one video, and then save them into Dubb. So I just recorded a screen recording video. So how would I continue recording in this style if I wanted to do that again? So just say I wanted to record something else, right? I'm going to minimize this window, open up a new area that I want to record. And then down to the bottom left, you have 3 creative choices to continue recording. The one all the way to the left is record screen, which is the style that I just did. I'm going to select that button. It's going to take me right back to where I was. And now I'm just going to record a second clip in the same style of the first one. So here I am recording this one here. Here we go. I'm going to select the check mark. And there's going to be the second clip right here. And these clips can be moved in any order that you would like. So you don't have to record chronologically. You can slide these things around. It's pretty convenient to be able to do that. You also can tap the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip if you want to. Keep the one you like, get rid of the one you don't. Another option for recording down to the bottom left is webcam. So if I select that, it's going to open up my webcam, and now I can record a different looking visual clip that could be the end of my video, it could be the beginning of my video, it could be the middle of my video, whatever I want. Hit the check mark, and then I can slide this anywhere I want to slide. The last option all the way to the left is called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and then put it on top of anything that you want. So if I wanted to say, sit here and let's say I'm reaching out on LinkedIn and my reach out message is the same. I could sit here in front of my webcam and record a video saying, hey, look, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing my hook. I'm doing my thing. Save that video into the Dubb library. Pull up someone's profile on LinkedIn. Click this Dubb Narrator button to the bottom left. Find my video I recorded in my video library. There it is. And then it puts it right on the page like this. So imagine this was LinkedIn instead. Now I'm on the LinkedIn page, right? But this is the pre-recorded version of me when I hit record. And all I have to do is just scroll around, and the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work. So pretty cool option using Dubb Narrator. Now, when I'm ready to merge all these clips together into one video, I either click the upload button to the bottom right that will merge them together and upload it, or I select the edit button to the bottom right. It will merge all the clips together, and then you have a full editing suite right here before you even save it into the platform. And this editing is just like the one I showed you inside the Dubb platform. If you want to get rid of silences in your videos, there's this little button called Smart Cut. It sits right here. If you select that there, all the pink areas of the silences, you can get rid of those. And if you want a tighter cut, it'll give you that ability to do that. You can then download the MP4 if you'd like to, and then upload it into the Dubb platform. Now, the last kind of recording that we're going to look at is very similar to what we just looked at with the desktop app. So the mobile app is also a clip recorder. So it's similar in that regard. It has some other cool functions that, the desktop app doesn't do, but it's similar in that regard. So if you have the Dubb mobile app, again, Dubb app to get it on your phone. And once you have it, here is some functionality on the app, and here's how you would record a video. So let me share my screen here, and here we go. Okay, so once you have it here, here is going to be the app. You can see me scrolling around in the beginning. You have your video library right in the middle here. But we're going to record a video. So down here at the bottom, there's a blue camera icon that you can click on. When you select this, it's going to open up your camera. Now, when you first use the Dubb mobile app, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute of time. I slide mine over to 10. It'll stay sticky. That way you don't get cut off. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom, and now I'm recording. Timer here and timer at the top. You can select the pause button to the right to stop the recording. Click it again to resume. And to end the recording, just tap the circle. And there is the clip that I've just recorded. Now, this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my photo video area, so I have it in case I want it later. I'm going to hit record one more time, so I have a couple clips here. And I can physically change the order like we did with the desktop app. I can take my finger, hold a clip, and slide it. So if I do want to start with the end, the middle, whatever, I have that freedom to do that. And when you tap a clip individually, you're going to have some options here. And when you select the edit button, this is where I can add royalty-free music if I want to. We have a whole library of stuff you can add. Just make sure that you listen to the sound, make sure your voice is higher than the music, obviously, so it's not overwhelmed. You have the ability to add text here. So like we said in the beginning, this is where you're going to add your hook. And then you can make it different font, different color, put it wherever you want, just like I showed in the beginning. You also have a voiceover option. So if you want to do a voiceover here, you can do this over the clip, or you can do it at the end. You have the ability to speed up these clips. So if you have an action shot that you have, and you can go all the way up to 10x if you want to. You also can do burned in subtitles on this clip, or you can do it at the end. These icons over here to the right, to find out what they do, click the tooltip at the top, and it's going to give you the titles right here, and then tap it to close it. I always keep a countdown timer on. I do a 3-second timer right here. Just select 3, hit record, 3, 2, 1, and action. There we go. You also have a 10-second one too. Video stabilization is right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's a little too jumpy, you can select this button here, go low, medium, or high, and it basically takes it from this to just a smoother movement. If you have a video that you recorded outside of the Dubb mobile app and you want to make it part of this story, select the folder button here, takes you to your photo video area, select the video that you want, says, do you want to add clips? Yeah, drop it right down in here and then move it wherever you want to. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button. If you want to look at filters, right here. So this is going to be black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations we have. Just kind of slide your way through and see what you like. If you want to do picture in picture, this is what I showed in the beginning. So this is when you hit record here, it's going to physically show what's in front of you. Hit record. You can move yourself around the screen like this. You can make yourself bigger, smaller. You can zoom into the background if you want to. So lots of options with that. Last one is virtual background. This is where you did like in the webcam in the beginning. Take the screenshots of the stuff to give context and hooks, click here, and then just add it behind you. Take the photo from your phone and have it right there. And then when you're done and you're ready to merge these all together into that one video, just select the blue button to the top right. That's going to merge all the clips together. And then once they're merged together, you're going to have a finished copy on your phone in your photo video area. And then you can click the upload button right here, the blue upload to the bottom right, and that's going to save it into the platform. And then you can access it anywhere. Now, lastly, from the mobile app, you also can do, hold on, let me reshare this because it froze up. Hold on one second. Also from the mobile app, you can do sharing. So if you do want to send videos from the mobile app, you can do that. So right here in the middle, you can see the video library right here. So let's just say I want to send this video out, right? You can click this blue share button right here. Oh, hold on one second. Click the blue share button right here in the middle and click copy for email. So it says copy to clipboard, then paste it. You also can click copy for SMS, copies it to clipboard, paste it. Or you can select the icons above the video to the top right. The block icon is email. The paper airplane icon is SMS. You also can access an AI writer on the mobile app. See the little brain icon to the bottom left, little gray brain icon? Select that right here. You got access to all kinds of prompts you have in here. We have a cool thing with the AI writer where if you click the little person profile to the top right, see how it says basic and sales? Imagine I was in real estate and I worked with buyers and sellers. Imagine that said buyers and sellers. What I did was I created profiles for different parts of my audience. So you just answer these questions for the AI about this part of the audience, preferred tone of communication. You even can add a writing structure if you wanted to. It's called the have method. Open with a hook, address their needs, provide value, extend a compelling call to action. So you can do all this in here so the AI is educated on your audience. Then you just choose the part of the audience that you want, the AI remembers, and you do your writing in here. And then you can just save it to your scripts and you can load it into a teleprompter. So a lot of convenience in terms of what you can do from the writing perspective, profiles, teleprompter, different ways to record. But at the end of the day, if you have something like a, you have your own CRM, let's say you got a HubSpot or Salesforce or Go High Level or Follow Up Boss or anything like that, and you have a lot of workflows in there that you really like, we have a lot of integrations with these different companies, whether they're third-party centers or CRMs. So you can keep your workflows in there and just add video if you want to do that. If you're looking to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file to the left under contacts. You can do task deals tags. You can do campaigns, bulk email and SMS. You can do automation. If you have Pro Plus, you have the ability to do that. We have Pro and Pro Plus with Dubb. Pro Plus has that drip sequencing automation stuff you can do. And if you have any kind of learning that you want to do with Dubb, you got a couple spots here. So I mentioned Otto right here in the beginning, chat with Otto. You can ask Otto anything in here. You could say, hey, Otto, how do I use the Dubb Chrome extension? How do I download the desktop app? How do I send bulk emails? It gives you all kinds of information in here with links as well. You also can ask Otto strategy questions. Hey, I'm in real estate. What are the best 5 videos to send in real estate? You also can access down to the bottom left our little intercom system here, where you can chat with the AI or someone on our team. You can do a keyword search in here. If I put in Chrome extension, it'll bring up videos and articles and tutorials related to that. You also can go right over here to the right under training and select the second link here. And this is our Dubb Academy library, which is a whole bunch of videos in here. They're all labeled in terms of the topics. And you can also obviously go to Dubb support that I mentioned before, right over here, where all of our live trainings go after. Now, if you love using Dubb or you're just learning about it, a cool referral thing is down over here to the left. If you click referrals and you click apply now, that's going to give you a Dubb referral link. So the referral link is something you can share with folks, and you get a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb. If you ever have a group of people together, just let me know. I can always come in and pitch. If you have like a Tech Tuesdays or something like that, let us know. Invite them in here to the live training, dubb.com/T. And then, 4 or 5 people professionally. If you're already paying for Dubb, you get 4 or 5, 6 people, you got a free account. So we definitely want to pay you instead of you paying us. It's kind of a cool reversal. The last thing I'll say is if you're playing around with AI, and we talked about this yesterday in the webinar, we added this little function at the top here. When you click the red camera icon at the top, like we did earlier, there is a little prompt button right here. This one right here, prompt, right? If you select that right there, this is a little tutorial right here that pops up. But this is our AI, prompt to video AI that we have. So if you want to create an AI video within the platform, you can do it. You can choose your type of video that you want to create. We have a whole list of them here. You can just choose the one that you want, hit the play button.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
So you can choose what you want, and it gives you an example of what these look like. Then you would choose your AI profile we just talked about, so it can remember everything about the, you're getting ready to make an AI video for a certain part of your audience. Why not put the profile in here so it knows about it? And then just put your prompt in here. This is where you can get as creative as you want to get. Let's see, I'll put Great White. I always put Great White Shark because it's my favorite. Swims up to camera and says hello. So you can do something simple or, more detailed. You can upload an image like your logo or something else. You can't upload, your face or anything like that. You can choose landscape or portrait. You can choose duration, 4 to 12. Typically the duration will match what you choose here. So if I do intro hook, it's going to typically go right to 4 seconds, but you can change the times. And then when you click generate concepts, it's going to give you 3 choices. So you can select all 3 and it would generate all 3, or you can choose 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, whatever you want. And then when they're generated, you're going to get an email that's going to say, hey, your video is ready. It's also going to automatically be added to your video library. So if you're not checking your email and all of a sudden you see this video, this AI video in your video library, it's the one that you asked to create and it will already be in there. Typically it gives it a little name in there too, automatically, kind of based on what you did creatively. So when it's ready, it's going to show up there. Now, if I was in my video library here, I'll show you what this looks like. It would pop up like this. I'll show you the Shark Mob Boss one that I did. Where is it? Right here. Where is he? Not that one. This one. Hold on. I want to show you this one. I'll just show you this one right here. Here we go.
Meet Dubb.
Scary, going right into the eye. Okay, welcome to live training. So bottom line is when you're doing this and you get creative as you want, choose the one you want here, click generate video, have fun with it, and just have like the whole thing we talk about with AI is trying to get the attention, but being creative where as long as the AI feeds leading into you, the authentic person that you are, that's really kind of the key. It's not designed to replace you. It's just designed to support you as far as what you want to do. So that's one of the biggest things. Okay, let's see if we have any questions in here as we're almost to the top of the hour. Let's see. Let me just scroll through. Okay, I think I saw one in here. Hold on one second. From Daniel. Is there somewhere I can watch the recording of this later? I have to step out. Yeah, Daniel, if you're still here, I think he already stepped out. Yeah. Anybody, it's the link I dropped in earlier, Dubb support. So YouTube Dubb support. It's in the live section right now because we're live in the platforms, but it'll be in the regular video section once you go back to watch it later. Let me see if I saw one here. Rod, I think, is Rod still here? Okay. When you send your video and your client checks one of your CTA buttons, does it automatically go to your email or your phone message? How do you know you clicked your CTA? Okay, Rod, can you hear me okay? I try to unmute you here.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, how are you, Rod?
Good.
Yeah, so when you send these out, if you, let me show you this right here. Let's just say you sent out this video, right? We'll just say you sent that out. Then come down here to activity right here, and then click over here, and then click CTA clicks. You can unselect all, click CTA clicks, and then it will show you that.
Okay.
Yep, it's probably the easiest way to do it.
Thank you.
What kind of videos are you recording, Rod? How are those going? You doing webcam stuff, screen stuff?
Yeah, I'm doing webcams for attorneys, estate planning attorneys, and then also I'm a notary, so I'm a loan signing agent, so I deal with escrow and title companies.
Okay, got it. Got it. What keeps you the busiest out of those folks?
So far, the escrow officers.
Okay. Have you gotten any testimonials from those guys yet? Any like videos?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I'm still starting out kind of new, and so
Okay.
they're trying to build a relationship and trust with them.
Yeah. Well, whenever you feel like you have someone that would be good, use that reply with video when you watch back the training. Send them a quick video and say, "Hey, listen, thanks so much for using us. If you can just hit reply with video, just do a quick little testimonial. Those always go a long way. But obviously, once you get to know them and things are good, obviously. So
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome, Rod. Okay, cool. Let me see if I see another one in here. Ann Pauline, I just joined. I'm so Ann Pauline, did you get my video I sent you? How are you, Ann Pauline? Let's see. You should be okay. You can unmute if you want to, if you're busy. Hey, Ann Pauline.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's everything back in NY?
Cold.
Yeah, I bet. I got a brother that lives in upstate New York, so.
And we'll get more snow tomorrow, but that's all right.
Hey, listen, you survive. It's pretty though. So you said you just came in, right? Well, this is what I would recommend. I would recommend, let me give you this. I'll give you right now in the chat so you can grab this. Go here. Let me just put this here. Okay, I just dropped the link in the chat. Do you see that there?
Yes.
That's our YouTube support. So all of these trainings go there after. The longer ones that you see that are about an hour, those are the live trainings. There are little snippet ones that are different subject matters. But from a real estate perspective, the ones you want to pay attention to are the screen recording parts where I talk about that, where you can be on top of a market update in the bubble with the Chrome extension. There's a really cool picture-in-picture function on the mobile app for property walkthroughs. And every Dubb video has a QR code. So if you do like an open house, it's cool to have that on the counter there. If someone comes in, you pre-record a video. Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, if you want to see similar properties, click below. You also can do, if you do physical mailers, you can do a fun video where you say, hey, thanks for taking me off your, if you have the door hanger stuff or you do the physical mail. So those are all in there. But I always say, like, start with the thing you do most. So for you, is it buyers, sellers? Who do you normally work with?
Sellers.
Sellers, okay. And then do you do like a newsletter every month or anything like that, like an update on the market?
I do. I have a contact program. It's Moxie, but it goes out. I don't know that Moxie supports video. Yeah,
I think you'd be okay. If they have an outbound where you can send it out of, it should be, because it's a link and a preview. You should be okay. You can always check with them though. But I would say, as far as the video part of it, even like people in real estate or just in general, you grab the Dubb mobile app and you introduce yourself, or you have a screenshot of a property behind you that they're interested in, or or the folks that want to buy the place. I mean, it's pretty cool. So when you watch the training back, we give pretty good real estate examples. We have every Wednesday a real estate workshop that we do that's Dubb related. It's 11 a.m. PST every Wednesday. So I'll send you out that link. I have your email. I'll send it out to you. And then Darius runs that. He's our co-founder, so he loves that stuff.
So it's Wednesdays, not Thursdays.
Thursdays is partners. Thursdays is Dubb partners. So that's our 30% recurring commission strategy session where we do, if you love Dubb and you have the referral link right within the dashboard and you share that, it's strategy on sharing that. So it'd be Wednesdays is real estate, Thursdays is partner stuff. Tuesdays we do founder coaching with Ruben and Darius. That's if you have a Pro Plus. There's Pro and Pro Plus. If you have Pro Plus, they have that additional coaching with their own kind of curriculum.
I think I do have Plus.
Hey, then
believe.
go in there. Yeah, get in there. That's definitely what you want to do.
So that's when? When is the Pro
That's
Plus?
Tuesday at 11 a.m. Let me see if I can get the, let me grab these here. Hold on, let me grab these.
Oh, but it's 11 your time.
Yeah, 11 PST, so it'd be 1 o'clock. Oh, what, 2 o'clock? I think 2 o'clock your time. So
Okay.
here, I'm going to put this in the chat right now. So that's Pro Plus. That's Tuesdays at 11 a.m. PST. I just put it in the chat. Now I'm going to put the real estate one in there. That's Wednesdays, 11 a.m. PST. And then the Dubb partner coaching, which I'm going to put in right now, is every Thursday, 11 a.m. PST. So they're all 11s.
Okay. Thank you.
11 or 11:30. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's between 11 and 11:30. But they're definitely on those days. so there we
Okay.
go. Cool. Well, good to meet you, Ann Pauline. Thanks for coming in.
Same. Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody else, thanks so much for coming. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but Darius will be here tomorrow. So get excited for that. He knows every corner of the platform. He built it. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday and have a great weekend. See you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.